For most of history, the umbrella wasn't about staying dry. It was about staying powerful. Thousands of years ago, in the blistering heat of ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China, a canopy held over your head was a portable piece of architecture. It was a sign that you were too important to be touched by the sun. In these early civilizations, the parasol, from the Latin for shielding the sun, was a symbol of divinity and royalty. If you saw a man with an umbrella in ancient Nineveh, he was likely a king. If you saw one in Egypt, he was likely a god. While the sun was the focus in the West, it was the Chinese who first made the leap to the rain. In the 11th century BC, Chinese inventors began waxing and lacquering their paper parasols to make them waterproof. This simple innovation transformed the device from a royal accessory into a practical tool. While the rest of the world was still running for cover or getting soaked, people in China were walking comfortably through the rain under umbrellas made of silk and bamboo. The umbrella eventually made its way to Greece and Rome, where it was considered an exclusively feminine accessory. For a Roman man to be seen carrying one was thought to be a sign of extreme weakness or effeminacy. This cultural stigma was so powerful that it lasted for over 1,000 years. Even as the Roman Empire fell and the Middle Ages began, the umbrella largely disappeared from the European landscape, preserved mainly in the rituals of the Catholic Church or in the courts of the Far East. The modern history of the umbrella began in the 18th century, and its return to the West was met with mockery. In 1750s London, a traveller named Jonas Hanway started carrying an umbrella every time it rained. At the time, Londoners either walked in the rain or paid for a sedan chair or a hansom cab. The carriage drivers were furious. They saw this handheld roof as a direct threat to their business. They would often pelt Hanway with trash or try to run him over with their wheels. People on the street shouted insults at him, calling him a mincing Frenchman. But Hanway persisted for 30 years. And by the time he died, the sight of a man with an umbrella had become common. He had single-handedly broken a 1,000-year-old social taboo. In the 1850s, the umbrella underwent its most significant structural change since ancient times. Samuel Fox, a British manufacturer, invented the U-shaped steel rib. Before this, umbrellas used heavy, expensive whalebone or cane to support the fabric. Fox's steel ribs made the umbrella lighter, stronger, and most importantly, mass-producible. The umbrella transitioned from a luxury item for the elite into a standard tool for the burgeoning middle class. The black brolly became the unofficial uniform of the London businessman, a symbol of order and preparedness. The 20th century was about making the umbrella disappear when you didn't need it. In 1928, Hans Haupt in Berlin invented the telescoping pocket umbrella. He called it the Nerps, which means little fellow. For the first time, you didn't have to carry a long, awkward stick all day. You could hide it in a coat pocket until the first drop fell. This was followed by the invention of nylon fabric in the 1940s, which made the canopy even lighter and allowed it to dry almost instantly. As we moved into the late 20th century, the umbrella became a canvas for expression. It moved from the somber blacks and greys of the Victorian era into a world of vibrant colors, patterns, and advertising. It also became an icon in pop culture. From Mary Poppins using one to fly over the rooftops of London to Gene Kelly swinging around a lamp post in the rain. Today, the umbrella is one of the few objects that hasn't been replaced by a digital app. We have smart weather forecasts and high-tech rain jackets. But when the sky truly opens up, we still reach for the same basic mechanical device that was used in ancient China. We have seen smart umbrellas that alert your phone if you leave them behind, and high wind designs that can survive a hurricane. But the core physics remains unchanged. The history of the umbrella is a history of social shifting. It began as a throne for kings, became a sign of femininity, was mocked as a symbol of cowardice, and finally settled as a universal tool of the common person. It is a simple, foldable shield that allows us to carry a little bit of shelter with us wherever we go. Every time you pop one open, you are using a piece of technology that has traveled through 4,000 years of human history, just to keep a few drops of water off your shoulders. Thanks for watching.